A suspect in one of Sunday's shootings faces some new charges this morning: assault, first degree, and murder. 2 people were injured in a Lexington crash overnight. Police tell us they think they know what caused it. And a tractor raffle in Lexington was more than just giving away a prize. How organizers hope this tractor will help Kentucky students learn about agriculture.
Tracking, alerting, protecting. This is WKYT This Morning.
Good morning and welcome into you. I'm Rebecca Smith. Bill Bryant has the morning off. It's still springtime, but the dog days of summer are pretty much here. That's what it feels like. It's going to be pretty hot and humid today with temperatures, believe it or not, around 90 degrees. Let's check in now with WKYT meteorologist Jim Caldwell in our First Alert Weather Center.
You know, once again, Bill and Micah are out together. You see this? They're off on the same exact days. Here we go.
Yeah, it's not just a coincidence.
I'm beginning to wonder. Out there today, we expect the heat to really build in. And there's quite a bit of warmth out there again with us this morning. We're in the upper 60s here in Lexington, 69 degrees right now. And you're going to find more mid and upper 60s showing up across the Commonwealth. We look at Defender, Kentucky's most powerful live radar. It's quiet out there for you this morning. We're not tracking any showers or storms, but as we head through the day today, we'll see those temperatures continue to increase until eventually we get up to around 90 degrees. We'll take a closer look at that and the chances of showers and storms coming up in just a little bit.
All right, hot, hot, hot. Thanks so much, Jim. Well, new this morning, Lexington police are searching for 2 suspects they say robbed a man and tied him up overnight. This happened on Aylesford Place around 3 in the morning. It's near UK's campus. The victim told officers he heard a knock at the back door and answered it with a gun in his hand. That's when police say 2 men demanded his things and they pulled the gun on him. Officers say the victim's gun wasn't loaded, so the suspects tied him up with duct tape. Police say the suspects took drug and cash. No arrests have been made in this case. New this morning, 2 people had to be rushed to the hospital overnight after a crash. This happened on Harrodsburg Road at New Circle just before 2 in the morning. Officers tell us a car was at a red light in an outbound lane when another car jumped the median and crashed into it head on. 2 people were taken to the hospital with injuries. Police tell us the driver who caused the crash may have been under the influence. A string of shootings this week left some folks in some Lexington neighborhoods pretty worried about their safety. And now Lexington police have charged a man for one of those shootings. Police charged 21-year-old Jermaine Anderson with murder and assault yesterday afternoon. He was already in custody. He's accused of shooting 2 people on Whitney Avenue Sunday night. WKYT's Monique Blair is tracking the investigation this morning.
Oh, God has put us down here for a purpose. And it wasn't to kill each other.
Becky Spillman shares a son with Ronnie Graves. Graves was shot and killed Sunday on Charles Avenue. A few hours before Graves was shot and just 1 street over, police were called to Whitney Avenue after 2 other people were shot. One of those victims, Freddie Spillman, was seriously hurt. The other, Montez Graves, died.
It's senseless killing, just breaking up families. It's just crazy.
After the shooting on Sunday here on Whitney Avenue, police arrested Jermaine Anderson after he was spotted fleeing from the area. He was originally charged with tampering with evidence, fleeing, and trafficking in cocaine. But on Wednesday evening, 2 more charges were added to Anderson's case: assault first degree and murder. And now after 9 people were shot in 3 days, one local woman says enough is enough.
If somebody's starting something with you, don't walk away. Try something better than instead of killing people all the time.
Ida Warford started a Facebook group on Tuesday called Stop the Violence Lex. She says it's time to bring awareness to the problem before it's too late for another family.
I have kids myself, and I don't know what I would do if I would get a phone call and said that my kid's been shot. I don't know what I would do and how I'd be able to deal with it.
In Lexington, Monique Blair, WKYT.
Well, we did speak with Freddie Spillman's wife last night. She tells us he is awake and talking. No other arrests have been made in the shootings on Whitney or on Charles Avenue. An elected official in Perry County is due in court today after being accused of harassing a woman. A woman claims that Perry County Clerk Haven King followed her while she was driving her car. Once she parked, she said he approached her and harassed her. She recorded the thing on her cell phone. He's charged with harassment, reckless driving, menacing, and stalking, among other things. King's arraignment will be later this morning at 9 o'clock. A Lexington man accused of killing his girlfriend is set to be sentenced today. Lexington police say Chico Rucker killed his girlfriend, Almaya Ferris, back in 2013. They say Ferris's body was left behind an apartment complex on Marietta Drive. Investigators say Rucker told them he killed her in self-defense. He was found guilty of manslaughter, tampering with physical evidence, and fraudulent use of a credit card last month. Well, this morning we continue to track the details of a crash that killed a woman in Montgomery County. The coroner has identified her as 73-year-old Mary Honeycutt of Jeffersonville. The crash happened about 10 o'clock yesterday morning at the intersection of Indian Mound Drive and Spencer Road. Investigators say Honeycutt ran a stop sign and a car T-boned her. Investigators say the two other people in the car were not seriously injured. Well, we are tracking a crime alert in Richmond this morning. Police say thieves are stealing from people while they exercise. Police say the thieves broke into many cars parked outside the gyms in Richmond on Tuesday. The thieves stole anything valuable they could find. Investigators say cars parked outside Excel Gymnastics, Richmond Athletic Club, and Get Fit were all broken into. Employees at other gyms in Richmond say they're warning customers.
They will break your window to get your purse out of the front seat, and they'll break your window to get your valuables out of to pop your trunk and get your valuables out of there.
Police have not exactly said how many vehicles were broken into, but they say witnesses gave them descriptions of the suspects. A large mural that paid tribute to Lexington's horse racing heritage has been accidentally wiped away. The mural used to be on the side of a warehouse on North Limestone. It had been there for 2 years, but a very powerful power wash took it away. The leader of the group Prohibition, which helped to commission the work, says he's disappointed the mural was destroyed. The artist is, by the way, from Portugal, and the owners of the building say he's expressed interest in returning to Lexington for a new mural. And the tenant of that building who was responsible for that mural being washed away has accepted full responsibility, and he's said that he is sorry. So this morning, a Lexington restaurant owner is saying thank you to the community a year after a horrible accident. Last June, Mamadou Savan was badly burned when a vat of sauce spilled all over him in his restaurant. Since then, he and the restaurant, Sav's Grill, have received an outpouring of support from the community. Sav's now back at work and says he's grateful for all the help.
You know, it's really neat. It's neat. I'm speechless right now, honestly.
And he says his recovery is nearly complete, and he says the accident gave him a new perspective on life, and he's grateful for every day he can spend at his restaurant. Well, they want to pay it forward. Organizers of a fundraiser in Lexington want to make sure agriculture education stays in Kentucky schools. They say recent budget cuts have threatened it. WKYT's Garrett Weimer shows us how they hope a tractor goes a long way in helping students.
Keeping ag education in Fleming County has been a battle, but students there say it's well worth the fight.
When you're from a community like we are, Fleming County is not just based around agriculture. Fleming County is agriculture.
The state FFA convention in Lexington raffled off a tractor to be donated to an ag organization. The fundraiser raised more than $50,000. A lot of that money paid for an ag teacher position at Fleming County High School, paying for something they say they couldn't afford to lose.
You lose a sense of your community, first of all. You lose, I think, a sense of handing down that work ethic and that sense of heritage and hard work.
Hinton says he hopes whichever ag group is given the tractor will also try to auction it or raffle it to continue the cycle to raise money and pay forward ag education and advocacy.
We're giving those students a quality education that's not just going to help them while they're in high school, but it's going to prepare them for college or even thereafter.
It gives me hope to see older people who are still willing to pour their heart and soul into us and help develop a better future for not only us, but future generations as well.
In Lexington, Garrett Weimer, WKYT.
Well, Larry Foxworthy of Fleming County was selected as the winner of the tractor. He'll get to choose which ag education or advocacy group to donate that tractor to. Well, WKYT This Morning is just getting started. Thanks for starting your day with us. Yoga is much more than a workout. Moms Every Day goes over some of the many health benefits coming up.
And we are going to track a lot of heat out there today. Highs likely climb into the low 90s. We'll take a closer look here in just a few minutes.